All right, this is Cliff Time. I think you can hear me. So I'm going to my next session. I call this Learn Shit because no one ever pops in. So this is, and I don't know, again, booked, but then it'll say class canceled, right? I'm going to enter class. Okay, so join. So yeah, so this is Cliff Tom. Happy New Year's, everybody. I'm not angry with LearnShip. I understand. Look, it's business. I get this, but now, it's like we show up and then the class is canceled without notification for us. There seems to be some bugs, right, on your site. And then again, I was just talking to my uncle. That's going to be on YouTube too. My God, I love him. He's not dying. He's 83 or 82. But just talking about AI, like this is just an old platform. Now I understand you get big contracts with these companies, but then no one shows up. And anyway, I do think AI is just going to be, boy, if you want to practice language, right? It's just going to be, you just pop on. You can practice on your computer, on your phone with AI, and you don't have that pressure of live instruction or the negativity from a nasty instructor. Right, I get it. It's really changed. Man, it's just changed so much. Education just within so many years. But Happy New Year's, everybody. Happy 2025. From Thailand, again, my only two worries, like my wife, forget her. I mean, it's just, I don't understand. Always angry. And then deflection, it's just peasant mindset deflected onto me for no reason. Just money, 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 and still not happy. But boy, do I miss my son. Hopefully, Tyler, we can free you eventually. God. And then my mom, not being able to see my mom or my boy, my blood, right? Both of them. So it was great. So happy New Year's to my Uncle Jay, which I'll post as well. And then this too. So again, all thank you for getting me on, but I've only received what, $40 from LearnShip in 6 months, seven, over how many months? I realize I've had to miss some classes. I've tried to cancel. It's difficult for us to cancel. It's definitely, again, very student laden. So now I wouldn't be surprised where I come back. Right, so we'll see. So it's supposed to be going on right now, session in progress, right? We'll see if he shows up. He might, and he works for Amazon, right? Of all things, right? I think, right? If Daisuke Wasaki, right? So he's or G, yeah. So he works for or Japanese, I would assume, and then he works for Amazon. Now we'll see if he shows up. He shows up. If he doesn't, then I go back. Then you go back and you see that they've canceled. The opportunity cost, you don't get paid. So yeah. Anyway, cheers to Trump, Donald Trump winning it. We'll see how. That was interesting about Panama. I was thinking about that, talking about another side. He's talking about. I didn't see what he said. I just overheard it about like we shouldn't allow. We built it. Right, that's an interesting, but so many lives were lost. It is their country. I don't know the dynamic, but definitely though these big countries, Russia, like the big three, right? The big power players now, Russia, America, and China. If you don't play their game, then they'll get you some other way. So maybe Panama's not playing our game. Trump knows a lot heading into his second presidency, right? Because he was already president, so he knows more than he definitely knows more than what Kamala Harris knows or doesn't know. That's for sure. But anyway, I won't post this. I'll post this. Who knows when I'll publicize this? But anyway, see if he shows up. Right? It's New Year's. It's same time zone. I would assume he's in Japan. So I don't know who would want to take on a class on their New Year's. So I'll wait around another 5-10 minutes talking about the future because I do think again per my other uploads and I think I talked about it on the last one here is that as of now, parents still need to work, whether you're one of these hardworking employees here at the hotel, and then where do you put your kids? You put them in school, so you need overseers for that. So I think live education is not going anywhere anytime soon. But again, the whole online, whether it's, and then math, all of these answers are at our fingertips with AI. So I was trying to explain to yet another Chinese university echelon that it's teamwork, that we can still, as teams, I think we can still outpace AI. Maybe it's getting to that point. But then countries like China then just block it, just block things that don't help the society, or definitely or go against the government. So it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be wild. But let's see. All right, it's coming up. The witching half hour did I have with Daisuke? Yeah, half an hour, 30 minutes if he shows up. So you'll get to hear me, but I'm happy to be live, face to face with students. I think they learn a lot, especially like my two IELTS students. When you pay for, I'd like to think I'm a very qualified and highly competent IELTS instructor. I'd love to, if anyone listens to this, I doubt it, but wants to help me with my IELTS coaching, right? To put something online, you can do well. A lot of these guys, I mean, millions of subscribers. At Lucy, God, I'm sure she's got her uni degree, but no denigrating Lucy, British Lucy, but that's what a pretty face will get you on the internet, and then it's just spiraled out of control for her, or in control in terms of money. So that's that. But happy to be. Yeah, happy to be alive. 50, 2025. So in 25 years, 75. Wow. 2050. Well, my uncle never really gave it too much thought. He was always the consummate Buddhist. So, yeah. All right, well, you guys are filming me. Again, I don't know how much time, and then not to get paid. So, right, we've had this scheduled, right? This is for LearnShip. So we teachers have had these scheduled. It hasn't been canceled, right? So you can see it's still there. It's happening right now. To then, I'm going to wait 10 minutes, right? Because it's a 30-minute class. To then we go back and see that it's canceled. So, right, I like the coaches, the people that I met, except the last one. She was another faceless Argentinian. I was trying to speak Spanish, to be humble, and then she just, whatever, it was just nasty. Then she switched over, but it's otherwise I've had the other faceless individuals taking these classes. I've had enjoyment, but again, it's the staticness of it. I think the best, right, are the Tudlos, the Cambleys. I want to find another one because unfortunately, I had uploaded a video accidentally of an underage kid, and now Tudlo booted me off. So, but again, it's like 11 euros an hour. How can you do that? And I think they booted me because then I had more students, and I was going to schedule to make more money, and now they're implementing AI. So it's too much. So plus now I've got a rotating schedule, so I'm not so sure what hours I can contribute. So I need to find that out. I need to ask Google, or I need to ask AI what's a on-call? What would you call it? An on-call learning, English learning center or environment? But yeah. So, yeah, I'm not really a big lecturer. I think George Washington, maybe him and I had the same makeup. I'm not a dictator. Well, maybe he was, but I'm not. I believe in interaction and going out amongst the people. So, yeah, we'll see what 2025. Hopefully, man, these wars, Lord, I just don't get it. I don't get it. how they can continue. You can see both sides, but then when one starts winning, right, that's when the issues arise. Now, I wasn't abroad during, how many years was that, right? The Afghan war. Was I? Or wasn't I? I don't remember. But there was obviously back because America was the aggressor. We've been the aggressor, and we were in uniforms. They were not. But then it was like it was equal almost. Like we were just, what were we doing? Trying to restructure, and BlackRock was just trying to get a hold, right? And then, right, conversely, though, you saw everyone, and where was it, Islamabad, or where was it? I forgot. Right, when we left again, everyone's on the airplane wanting to come to ours. But then there was that bomb, right? The last bomb, F off America. But then when everyone's trying to catch our last escort planes out of there, you could see, right, the same happened, I believe, in Ho Chi Minh, right, during that period, during the Vietnam War. So now I've gone on many tangents, but 4 more minutes for Daisuke. Again, I'm going to show up for the remaining classes as best as possible. I happen to be off today for New Year's, but I can only donate Sundays as of now, and I'm not. We'll see how many more of these, though. Like, I'm going to include this in my CV because I like business coaching. Conversely, there's been so many no-shows. There's just no-shows. And then under the premise that they've canceled, but then we are not notified timely enough. So it's called, right, this is the business concept in English, learn shit, right? It's the opportunity cost of us. A, we could have been doing something else. And then B, we're on and then we're not getting paid. Right. So anyway, 3 more minutes. We'll give Daisuke. But yeah, and then yeah, and then of course this is internally recorded, but this is internally recorded, but yeah, but we can't record, right? That's the rules. It's always one-sided, so. All right, it's getting warm here. Someone took my shorts. It's a bummer. And then maybe I'll meet Pete out for a drink. So yeah, a couple more minutes for Daisuke. But yeah, and we'll see. It seems like it's a tight ship at mine. At my new school, which is good. But the pay, right? Pay is equivalent here. You got to get into a much cheaper place than where I've been staying at. But I needed the rest. I needed to swim. So yeah. All right. Toilet time, I think, for me. This is how I feel. Sorry, learn shit. I gotta take a crap. I mean, no one's learning anything here. And I get it. Maybe they just, I don't know. Right, so the companies pay for them, and then that's it. And then I don't think there's a checks and balances of whether they actually take the classes or not. So, but I'm not getting paid. So yeah, 1 more minute of this, and then adios. But yeah, this is Cliff Tom, December 31st, New Year's Eve. Right, even though we call it, right? You call it New Year's Eve, even though it's the day before. It's not quite Eve yet. 2025, yeah. Yeah, it's funny. I met this Muay Thai English boxer, hung out with him the other day, and he was a good guy, and he just, He just said, "Yeah, I can't believe he was first time I've hung out with somebody really drinking that he was. I was twice the age. He was 24. So, as my mom said, I go, you should be so lucky. But anyway, Happy New Year's, everybody. Yeah, learn ship. Wild. So we'll see tomorrow. It's probably canceled, but we just don't get notified about it. All right. Bye bye.